Hey guys, just wanted to jump on here and give a little bit of an update on some things I'm doing. I've been doing like some crazy research and stuff, and a lot of personal family stuff's been coming up, taking up some of my time and stuff. My daughter just had surgery yesterday. She's all good. Everything's awesome. My mom's having surgery next week, and just been doing a bunch of crazy stuff back and forth, running around trying to help everybody out and get everything done here, and still do a lot of research. I have had some people reach out to me, and I've had some conversations with those folks and stuff, which is great. Which is great, and people need to do that. Talk to each other. You got to keep talking to each other. You know, you're either going to learn something, teach them something, or if nothing else, you're both going to find some kind of camaraderie in both being on the same page. Maybe you make a new friend. Who the hell knows? um, I've been telling you guys in previous videos to watch the water. You got to keep watching the water. That's not done yet. Okay, we know about the canal, we know about all that stuff, we know about all the stuff to come off of the ship, and all of that stuff. We know about other things. um, the Potomac River right now in DC is overflowing. um, I got word this morning that they're flooding the tunnels. I don't know if that's true. I got to confirm that, but I have got word on that, and I have seen it on a bunch of other stuff. Oh, also, you folks that are reaching out on social media and stuff, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Um, it's really just camaraderie, and you know, trying to get everybody on the same page and get the information out there so that people can make educated decisions for themselves. Knowledge is power. It's the greatest power you'll ever have. You can't make a decision if you don't have the information. You're going blind. Okay? Blind men don't run very far. So you got to get the info, figure it out for yourself on how you feel about it, what you believe, what you don't believe, and then carry on. Other stuff I want to talk about is how we got to get back to how it used to be. There's been an attack on not only the Constitution, but on the American family for decades, for absolute decades. And those of you that are my age or older know that the world's nothing like it was when we were kids. I mean, that's how much it's changed in just 3 or 4 decades. Imagine how much it's changed for your parents or your grandparents or so on and so forth. It's not even the same world anymore. You got to know the law. A lot of people don't understand. You got to know the Constitution. You have rights. They can't take them from you no matter what they do. All this propaganda and bullshit that you're getting through your TV and your newspapers and your social media and your magazines and your TV shows and all of that is nothing more than hype and crap. It's complete crap. We got to get back to constitutional attorneys, constitutional preachers preaching from the pulpit, because the church has watered down Jesus and God to the point where he's just another guy down the street. A lot of people don't realize that the Bible, talks a lot about God's grace and God's love and everything. And it's absolutely true, but they don't seem to preach a whole lot on God's wrath, And there's more books of the Bible that talks about God's wrath than there is that talks about God's love. We got to get back to it. And if it's inconvenient for somebody or if it's convicting, it's supposed to be. It means you're that far out. You're that far away from how you're supposed to be. We got to stop picking and choosing and cherry picking the verses and scriptures from the Bible. You got to take it for what it is. Okay? It's not this verse or that verse because it suits you or justifies your actions. It's the whole thing. We got to get back to knowing the law. Constitutional sheriffs. A sheriff is the only elected lawman in the country, is your county sheriff. He is there for you. He 100% works for you. He doesn't work for the courts. He doesn't work for the attorneys. He doesn't work for government. He works for you. And if he is a constitutional sheriff, he's there to help and defend you, as long as you're abiding by the law. And if they're not constitutional sheriffs, if you know the Constitution and you know your rights, you can hold their feet to the fire and let them know that that ain't the way shit's going to go, you know? So keep reaching out. I love learning new stuff. If you guys, you could teach me something, absolutely. I want to learn it. And if I can teach you or help you out or any way, cool. I'm, more than happy to do so. I'll do whatever I can. What we're going to see coming up this week, riots. We're going to see a lot of them. There's going to be a whole bunch of stuff coming, guys. It's going to be fast and furious, all right? You're going to have the verdict in the George Floyd case, which no matter how it goes, they're going to riot and burn that city to the ground. And you're going to see riots in a bunch of other ones, all through New York, in D.C., in Los Angeles. You're going to see them in Philadelphia. You're going to see them in Indiana, like Fort Worth, Indiana and stuff. You're going to see them all through Texas. Okay? Texas, you are under siege. Don't forget that the Chinese put troops in Canada and Mexico. That border's wide open. You are not getting the best of the best down there. All right? They are infiltrating you, and when the time comes, they're going to go, and Texas is the first they're taking over, because Texas is considered, even though it ain't, it's considered a Republican or a congressional stronghold for the right. Which isn't true. If you go through Texas and stuff, it has pockets like every other country. Go down to El Paso. All right? There ain't very many Republicans, trust me. So you're going to see all that. We're going to get more information from these canals, from all this stuff. There was a Turkish one. I posted it online on my social media. Hopefully you guys saw it. I've seen it posted several other places. Do some searches, get information. There's so many sources out there that you can go to. Dan Bongino is straight fire. Good guy, great conservative guy, constitutional guy, calls it like he sees it, right down the middle. This is what it is. Scott McKay, Patriot Street Fighter. He's on YouTube. You can find him. He jumps all over the place. They ditch his channels all the time. Straight shooter. Doesn't pull any punches. It is what it is. David Rodriguez. Nino's Rodriguez. You can find him on YouTube, and then he also has his own channel. I think he's on BitChute and Rumble and who knows what else, 107 is another one out there. Melanie K up in New York. She does ridiculous amount of work and research, and she only does it to educate. All right? No one's trying to get famous. No one's trying to be rich. They're trying to educate the people, because look, no matter how good the military is, no matter about 45 and all these other people, they can only take it so far. It comes down to we the people. We the people. That's why all this propaganda is going on, to weaken the people. So there's sources out there. Another good guy that I like is Bishop Larry Gatton. It's Gaitan, I believe. He's up in New York. And smart guy, knows the Bible, knows how it works, knows how it applies to our life and the true stories. Because I'm telling you, folks, everything you learned in your life is crap. It's all been watered down or completely changed and distorted. And that includes Sunday school class. Everything. Other things I want to talk about here in the future is getting back to the masculine man. When men used to be men, it was masculine men in blue jeans and overalls that built this country. They did the Industrial Revolution. They fixed the trucks. They drove the trucks. They built the buildings. They did the farming. They worked the land. They did it all. If you're not a masculine man, you can't defend yourself. You can't defend your wife. You can't defend your children. You can't provide for them. You can't do anything. And it's all part of their agenda. They want a beta male. They want you weak. They don't want the 17, 18, 19, 20-year-old guys that were dropped into jungles in Vietnam. They want the guys with the hair buns and the skinny jeans that are hung like hamsters that want to cower in the corner and do nothing every time they see trouble. All right? They want the loser playing video games or sitting in the passenger seat of his girlfriend's car while she pumps gas or has to go to fucking work. That's bullshit. Just because you're a male doesn't mean you're a man. You're an absolute disgrace to the male species, in my opinion. We got to get back to celebrating women for who they are. Women. We don't need bad bitches, okay? Tattoos and piercings and a piss poor attitude don't make you a bad bitch. It makes you a dumb bitch. It makes you stupid. It makes you highly unattractive. So we don't need any of that. We need to celebrate women for what they are, for who they are. We need to get back to the American family, where mom and dad's at the house. Not dad and dad, not mom and mom, the Garden of Eden's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. That's not normal. We're not going to normalize this bullshit. It's not normal. It's mom and dad in the house, married. That's how it's supposed to work. Kids are supposed to have chores. Kids are not supposed to tell their parents to shut up and wait and get out of here and I hate you. When I was a kid, that'd get you busted upside the head. That would get your ass beat. And we need to get back to it. Because all those kids that got participation trophies, all those kids that said, no, Johnny, that's not good. Okay, well, I'll negotiate and you can have this if you'll do this for a while. Well, they're rioting and tearing down the fucking country right now. We need to wake up and get real with what shit is. Okay? This is a timeline. And if people don't wake up and do it, we're not going to make it. And it's not going to be the government's fault. It's not going to be the military's fault. It's not going to be, hey, this guy's going to save us. No one's going to save you. Nobody. The guy who died on a cross is the only man who can save you. And he's saving you from hell. Other than that, guys, I'm going to start getting into that over the next couple things, but I just wanted to jump on here right quick, give a quick update and everything. It's a beautiful day here. I got a million things going on out there. I'll be back in shortly. Maybe try to do some more videos and stuff. It's tough to get all this stuff together. And I'll talk to you again. See ya.